Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on San Diego.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now D.D. Westbrook to return, and he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Patterson on the draw play. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Jones on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this complete to Henry over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run with Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
From the 24, Smith, complete. It's Henry. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This defense for the Broncos, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Jones. 35 yards that time on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On second down now, it's Patterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Smith. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. To throw is Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Aftershocks have taken a first-quarter lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver's offense ready to go again. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 21 carries, 110 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Smith. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Aftershocks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Coup for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Carr. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Beckham, the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Short little throw to Ebron. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Smith. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Smith. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Here's Patterson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Smith. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Smith on 1st down. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, Carr. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Carr now on 1st down. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well and through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing is Smith. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
To the air again, Smith. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Patterson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle to Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again is Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. and they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Aaron Rodgers, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll run on first down. Gibson muscles him off. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
From midfield, here's Carr. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Not much there, only a yard. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Carr going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Smith. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He completes it to Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Out of the gun, Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Here's Jones. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr. Catch is made by Herring. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. And he finds Seals Jones complete. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Offside defense.
So naturally, they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. The broken tackle by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll try the air now with Smith. It's caught. Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. The Smith throw complete there to Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. It's Patterson, and he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 2nd and 2. Now a give right side. Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Smith. Complete. It's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Aftershocks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr over the middle. That's caught by Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Carr. That's out to the flat for Gibson. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, he'll find Harry on the right side. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Carr calling a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down. It's Patterson, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So Derek Carr in the offense. Down by 7, 1:06 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Carr to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Carr. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And it's a 2nd down. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Carr's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing his car. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A try here for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive, 4 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 4 quarters not enough.